So, hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain saltatory conduction, which is a very important concept in physiology. Before I begin, let me ask a quick question. Have you ever wondered how your hand instantly moves away when you touch something hot? Well, think what happens. The answer lies in the rapid transmission of nerve impulses, and one of the main reasons for this speed is saltatory conduction. Saltatory conduction is the process by which nerve impulses travel quickly through myelinated nerve fibers by jumping from node one point to another. Let's understand this amazing mechanism and how it works. So, what is saltatory conduction? First, let's define it. Saltatory conduction is a mode of nerve impulse propagation in myelinated nerve fibers where action potentials jump from one node of Ranvier instead of moving continuously along the entire axon. The word saltatory derived from Latin word saltare, which means leap or jump. The key feature of it is it occurs in myelinated axons, increase conduction velocity significantly, and it conserves metabolic energy. So why do you think jumping from one node to node is faster than traveling through an entire axon? Because the impulse only needs to regenerate at specific points rather than everywhere along the axon. So the flow is from myelinated axon to action potential generated to impulse jumps between nodes to rapid transmission. And this way it's easier. Now we'll understand the structure of myelinated fiber. Well, the structure of myelinated consists of axon. The axon is a part of neuron that carries electrical impulses. Then a myelinated sheet. The myelinated sheet is a lipid-rich insulating covering around the axon. It's formed by Schwann cells and oligodendrocyte. The main role is increased conduction of speed. Node of Ranvier. This is a small gap between myelin segments. Important fact, rich in voltage gated sodium channel site where action potentials are regenerated, located about 1 to 2 nanometer apart, millimeter apart, sorry for that, and essential for saltatory conduction. Now we'll see uh, mechanism of saltatory conduction. Before that, which part do you think act like a charging station for the nerve impulse? If you guess the node of Ranvier, it is right. Now we'll see mechanism of saltatory conduction and how it actually works. Step 1, an action potential is generated at node of Ranvier when voltage gated sodium channel opens. Step 2 is sodium ion rush into the axon causing rapid depolarization. And step 3 is the electrical current spread quickly beneath the myelin sheet towards the next node. Step 4 is the next node of Ranvier reaches threshold potential. Then step 5 is a new action potential is generated there. Step 6 is this project repeats along the entire axon. Think of it like imagine crossing a river by jumping on stepping stones instead of walking through the water. The nerve impulse does the same thing. It jumps from node to node and making the transmission much faster as we are jumping on stone and making the distance very less and reaching the other end quickly. Now let's understand saltatory versus continuous conduction. Well, saltatory versus continuous conduction. Solitary conduction, it occurs in myelinated fiber. The speed is very fast, about 50 to 100 times faster than continuous conduction. It requires less energy. Depolarization occurs only at node of Ranvier, highly efficient and found in motor neurons and sensory fibers. While on the other hand, continuous conduction, it occurs in unmyelinated fiber. It is slow, requires more energy. Entire axon membrane depolarizes, less efficient, found in small pain fibers and C-type fibers. Which I think let's ask me a question. Let me ask you a quick question. Which type you would be better for fast reflex action, like continuous or saltatory? If you have guessed like saltatory conduction, it is right because it is much faster and efficient. Now we'll see factors affecting saltatory conduction. Several factors influence how fast impulses travel at first myelination. More myelin means better insulation and faster conduction. Axon diameter. A larger axon diameter lowers resistance and allow impulses to travel faster. Node distribution. Proper spacing of node of Ranvier improves transmission efficiency. Temperature. A moderate increase in temperature enhances ion channel activity and increase speed. Flow chart. Let's understand it in flow chart. Increased myelination plus larger axon diameter plus proper node spacing gives faster solitary conduction. Clinical correlation, it is, uh, let's understand it like this. Loss of myelin called demyelination. It reduces conduction velocity. Example, multiple sclerosis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, that is peripheral demyelination, results slow or blocked nerve impulse transmission. Now let's see physiological and clinical significance. So why is solitary conduction important? The physiological importance. It enables rapid reflexes, allow fast sensory transmission, provide efficiency motor control, conserves energy, reduce ATP consumption, supports rapid neural signaling. Well, the clinical importance are in multiple sclerosis, demyelination slows or blocks nerve conduction, causing weakness and sensory loss. In Guillain-Barré syndrome, peripheral nerve demyelination causes progressive muscle weakness, while in Charcot, as written here, Charcot-Marie tooth, hereditary demyelination affect both motor and sensory functions. Now, let's summarize this topic quickly. Now, for the summary, solitary conduction occurs in myelinated nerve fibers. Note of Ranvier are the active sites where potential action potential degenerate. It greatly increase conduction velocity. It conserve metabolic energy and reduce ATP usage. It is essential for normal nervous system function. Demyelinating disease impair this process. For a final take home message, we can see, I think, myelin transport nerve impulse transmission from a slow continuous process into a rapid and energy efficient jumping mechanism. Thank you everyone for your paying attention. Okay, before wrapping this up, I can ask one question. It just came to my mind. What if myelin were completely absent? Would our nervous system work as efficiently as it does? If you have guessed no, that is right, because nerve impulses would travel much more slowly, and